The best way to predict your future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln, 1863. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1933. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. John F. Kennedy, 1963. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. Abraham Lincoln, date disputed. Success is not finale. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill, 1941. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Martin Luther King Jr., 1963. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. Leadership is solving problems. The day soldiers stop bringing you their problems is the day you have stopped leading them. They have either lost confidence that you can help or concluded you do not care. Either case is a failure of leadership. Colin Powell. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1933. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. John F. Kennedy, 1963. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Aristotle, Onassis. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Abraham Lincoln. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Martin Luther King Jr., 1963. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. John C. Maxwell. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren Bennis. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ronald Reagan. Leadership is not about being in the spotlight. It is about making others shine. Great leaders are willing to sacrifice their own personal interests for the good of the team. John C. Maxwell. The art of leadership is saying no, not yes. It is very easy to say yes. Tony Blair. Leadership is not just about giving energy. It's unleashing other people's energy. Paul Polman. The function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Ralph Nader. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. Douglas MacArthur. The very essence of leadership is that you have to have vision. You can't blow an uncertain trumpet. Theodore M. Hesburgh. The quality of a leader is reflected in the standards they set for themselves. Ray Kroc. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. Simon Sinek. The best leaders are those most interested in surrounding themselves with assistants and associates smarter than they are. John C. Maxwell. Don't find fault, find a remedy. Henry Ford. A good leader takes a little more than their share of the blame, a little less than their share of the credit. Arnold H. Glasso. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Abraham Lincoln, 1863. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela, 1995. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi, unspecified date. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Theodore Roosevelt, 1904. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy, 1961. Where there is discord, may we bring harmony. Margaret Thatcher, 1979. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. Indira Gandhi, 1981. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. Thomas Jefferson, 1803. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. Benjamin Disraeli, 1874. Happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. George Washington, 1791. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new. Jawaharlal Nehru, 1948. You are not here merely to make a living. You are here to enable the world to live more amply, with greater vision, and with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. Woodrow Wilson, 1920. The better I get to know men, the more I find myself loving dogs. Charles de Gaulle, 1967. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Lyndon B. Johnson, 36th, 1963. Make the most of yourself by fanning the tiny inner sparks of possibility into flames of achievement. Golda Meir, Prime Minister of Israel, 1974. If what you have done yesterday still looks big to you, you haven't done much today. Mikhail Gorbachev, 1991. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Barack Obama, 2008. Freedom is the very essence of our economy and society. Without freedom, the human mind is prevented from unleashing its creative force. Angela Merkel, 2019. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams, 1829. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt, 1942. If you want to reach your goals and dreams, you cannot do it without discipline. Lee Kuan Yew, PM of Singapore, 1980. Diversity is the engine of invention. It generates creativity that enriches the world. Justin Trudeau, 2019.